Hey soul family, welcome back to the channel. This is the White Feather Tarot, and in today's reading we're taking a look at something very special that is unfolding for you next. To do this reading we will be pulling out 3 cards together. If you are of course interested in or prefer picking your piles using your zodiac signs, you will find a timestamp for that down in the description box. Okay, so I already feel like we've got our 3 cards. 1, 2, and 3. Let's find out what they are. For pile number 1, you've got attachment. For pile number 2, you've got sacrifice. And for pile number 3, you've got anger. Interesting images. Right, if you prefer to pick your piles using your crystals, let me add these right now. There we go. So for pile number 1, you have the green grass Jasper. For pile number 2, you've got the tiger's eye. And for pile number 3, you've got the carnelian. So take a look at which one of these 3 piles you're the most drawn to, and this will be the pile for you here today. In case you feel drawn to more than one pile, maybe you're drawn to even all of the piles today. Trust your intuition. It is there to guide you and lead you to the messages that you're meant to hear. And once you're ready, you'll find the timestamps down in the description box. Click on your times and I will see you in your readings. Please note that in a moment I will be assigning different zodiac signs to each pile. And so if this is something that you do not prefer, please pause the video and take as much time as you need. But if you prefer to pick your piles using your signs, then my dear soul family, as you know, this part of the introduction was created specifically for you guys. And after the shuffling, I will be drawing out 4 signs for each pile. One more time. All right, so, whoa, thanks. I guess we've got our 4 signs ready. For pile 1, we've got Pisces, Libra, Scorpio, as well as Sagittarius. For pile number 2, the signs are Gemini, Aries, Capricorn, as well as Cancer. And for pile number 3, the signs are Aquarius, Leo, Virgo, as well as Taurus. So, my dear soul family, these are the zodiac signs and their association to each of the piles in today's reading. Please feel free to pick your piles using your sun, moon, or rising. This is just a suggestion. You can go by any placement in your chart if you prefer to do that. And once you're ready, you'll find the timestamps down in the description box. Click on your times and I will see you in your readings. Hi, pile number one. How are you doing? Welcome to your reading. Today, we're taking a look at something very special that is unfolding next for you. Ooh, wow. How many cards are these? 1, 2, 3, 4. They popped right out, so I'm going to trust the process. These are the decks that I will be using in your reading today. If you're interested to know the names of any of them, do note that I always list them down in the description box for you guys. All right, so very quickly, let me introduce your pile to you. Your crystal is the beautiful green grass Jasper. Your significator card is the attachment card. And if you've picked your pile using your zodiac signs, then in that case, the signs for this pile are Pisces, Libra, Scorpio, and Sagittarius. Welcome to your reading. If these are not your zodiac signs, please don't worry about it. It's just another way for others to pick their piles as well. Follow your intuition always. And if after the reading you feel called to watching the pile with your zodiac sign, you can always do that. All right, so let's take a look at what special thing, event is unfolding next for you. Okay, so you've got the patron with mentorship as well as finances. Ooh, okay. You've got Baldure. You've got, can keep it there, Fire Spark with Transform. I feel the energy in this reading. Something's going on here. Okay. You've got the sun in Scorpio with endurance. Right? You've got Saturn in Aquarius with eccentricity. You've got Venus in Libra with indecision. And you've got, whoa, Saturn in Sagittarius with fulfillment. This is the second time you get something related to finances here. And this is a talisman for winning the lottery. So I'm not sure yet what is the full surprise or that special thing, but let's keep on going. Let's take a look at your tarot cards. This way we get a full picture. I'm not going to be able to fit a tarot card here. No use in what I'm doing. Let's keep it like that and split the deck and see what you've got. So you've got the 5 of Pentacles. You've got the 5 of Wands. Look at that date, June 21st, it seems. So anyways, you've got the 5 of Wands. You've got the Page of Wands. I have a strong feeling that something strong happened to you on the 21st of June, whether you're aware of it or not, like some form of stir up, some form of awakening, a surge of strong, good energy that came your way, whether you realize it or not. I mean, if you remember what happened to you on that date, I'm very sure something here, some change in energy or a surge in energy. And so the reading you're watching today is not something that is just happening, but energetically, something has already started on the 21st of June. And again, whether you're aware of this or not. And I'll tell you why with what I'm seeing here in a moment as well. But let's continue with your tarot cards. So you've got the Stars card. You've got the Chariot. And you've got the Eight of Swords. Let's stop right there. Soak up the energy. And then we'll be drawing out more cards. 5, 5. That's a time of change for you. A time of change that, as mentioned, actually started in June. But it's finally coming in full circle now. A spark happened at that time, and it's now coming in full circle where you get to hold it with attachment and the hands. You get to hold it now, to feel it physically. In my opinion, that's what it's talking about. Like to see the energy forming into something that's unfolding, that you will regard as very special. You seem to be very attached to something, like you want something to happen so bad. And I also feel like the more you held on to it in that strong way, the more it wasn't happening for you because of the lack card here with the 5 of Pentacles. And you can see it even in the 2 5s. The more you were attached to it because of the need or the lack. And so there's nothing wrong here. This shows there's nothing wrong of having a spark and wanting something so much. Nothing wrong with that. But it was the need factor, perhaps, that was interfering in that energy. Because in the 5 of Wands, this shows struggle. This shows like being angry maybe, that it wasn't happening. And without realizing, it's that need that was really the energy that's standing in your way and nothing else. It's kind of like you're supposed to have it. You're supposed to get that. But the more you got attached to it, the more it became such a struggle. The energy was not smooth. There seems to be a release here. Do you see the hands? Here, there is like holding strongly to something. And here, there is a release. Perhaps that's the date where you maybe decided you would like let it go and see if it's meant to be, it's meant to be. Maybe you focused your energy somewhere else. And so allowing this energy, if it's meant to be, to come. I'm not sure what you've done, but you can see here, the energy is coming to you rather than you trying to control it. Here in the Page of Wands, there's a new page of observing and allow it to come to you. And so whatever that you've done seems to be changing things for you. Because it initially started off with you being lucky to have that energy. Something along the way kind of choked that energy, and then now it's starting to flow again. And I'm saying that because Baldure, as you know, He was always strong. He was very good looking. And I say I know because I know many of you have heard me talk to you about Baldura before. But in any case, he was very handsome, very strong. His brother Loki at some point tricked him, and due to that trick, things went wrong and he died. Actually, he was planning for that and he died. Long story short, they were able to revive him back to life. And so this is where I'm getting the idea that you were very lucky because you were meant to see. You can see the talisman for winning the lottery. Like, you were very lucky to have that energy. It was working out for you. It was meant to work out for you. You probably felt it and you knew it. Maybe everything was in place. It was just supposed to happen. And I do see the energy of something weird, eccentricity. Like, you're really wondering, why isn't it working? There was imbalance with Libra, indecision here, Venus in Libra. It's like you waited and waiting time was running with the wings. Nothing was happening. And you tried to control it with the Five of Wands. Perhaps your guides were showing you to release it or something, but you were in the lack energy. You weren't listening without realizing. I mean, you of course didn't mean it because you were very focused on what you wanted. But you can see here with transform, things are indeed changing for you. This will be fulfilled. That type of energy we're talking about, this wish that was seemingly working for you in the beginning, got choked a little bit in the past few months, maybe in June. And now it's just starting to work out for you, especially something about the 21st of June. There's a new page. You've done something, as mentioned, where you've learned to release. For some of you, seeing finances here and seeing money and the talisman. For some of you, this could be money. This could be resources. But it doesn't have to be really. It could be a relationship. It could be anything. But it's really a form of abundance for you. And it's like you feeling you'd be very lucky if you can achieve that. And it is a very lucky energy, indeed. So you can see now that what is very special that's happening to you next is that this energy now, as you're calm, passionate, which was the right thing from the very beginning, that spark was awesome. It was the need that was standing, choking that energy. And now that the need somehow is released, you can see that this energy is easily flowing to you. And the stars is like moving upwards. It's healing, it's moving upwards. Also, the star card is a wish fulfillment card, which is fulfillment right there. Again, that energy with the chariot of things moving very quickly to your favor. So you can see that things are now starting to move. And do you see, although in the Eight of Swords, maybe for a while now, you thought you were stuck, but things are moving around you. Do you see? The energy has been moving around you since June. And so you might be watching this and still feeling like, hey, but I really still feel it's stuck. Don't worry. Release that need because that was the issue from the very beginning. Let it go. Do whatever you've done right because you've done something right here. And if you would like me to assist you to find out what you've done right, I'll pull out some cards so that you can continue to be in that energy. But it looks here that although it looks to you that you're stuck, you're not really stuck. And remember, the Eight of Swords is a card that is about the mind. And it's not necessarily showing that you are actually stuck. In fact, when we talk about the Eight of Swords, we always say you think you're stuck. It's due to maybe how you're thinking. And so the card here shows maybe you still think you're stuck, but really, energetically, things are indeed moving around you. Things are moving, and they have been moving powerfully for you since June, or towards the end of June. And maybe you know about it, what happened in June. But let's explore and see, momentum's been moving since June, July, August, and now September. And I would say, if you're watching this later, I would still say June because it's there. And so wherever you are from June, it looks like things have been moving since June. And now as you're watching this reading, it just means that it's going to start appearing in your life. You're going to start seeing visible changes about the situation that you care about. Now, what have you done to release this energy here, to release that attachment? Let's find out. Six of Swords, moving to calmer waters. You calmed your mind. And Nine of Wands also has the elements of the Magician on the table. Guardedness. You've guarded your energy. I would say with the tools of the Magician, you perhaps were able to guard your energy by realizing that you're resourceful. You don't need one thing to do something. Because with attachment, sometimes we think there's only one way and one path to do something. And we get so attached to that way or to that path or to that person. And we refuse to look at anything else. And we don't consider any other opportunities, thinking that that's the last thing in the world or that's the way something is going to get done. And so with the resources of the Magician in the Nine of Wands, I feel like you've guarded your energy by thinking, hey, I'm going to be open to any way that the universe shows this energy to me or manifests this to me. I'm going to find different ways. And I see with the candles being lit, you are distributing your energy in other places. You're opening up your passion, that spark, in different directions, saying, you know, it's going to happen in the way that it's meant to happen. I'm going to look at this and I'm going to look at that and I'm going to be open. And whichever way, I'm going to do the best with what I have now. And see, what's meant to happen is meant to happen. And so you've calmed your mind with the Six of Swords from darker clouds, like limiting beliefs, to more light, to more towards the light of being enlightened, plugging into the abundance of the universe, feeling like, hey, whatever is meant to happen is supposed to happen. Perhaps you started enjoying your time more. That could be something here. You can see someone relaxing, having a cozy night at home, turning on some candles, lighting, some candles. And so, yeah, I feel like you're really eased up. You're taking it easy on yourself. And you're enjoying your life more, your day more. There's a lot of excitement and relaxation here and distributing your energies elsewhere. So that's what I'm picking up. Continue to do what you're doing because that is absolutely working out for you. Magically, in fact, with the Star card, that is the guidance that was meant to reach you, that your guides wanted you to see, the enlightenment your guides wanted you to see. And you can see here with Baldure that just as you were privileged and you went through this bottleneck when Baldure died, it was seemingly the end for Odin and Freya, right? They both thought that was the end. They never gave up, but it was a shock. So I feel like this is not the end here of whatever it is that you wanted. Maybe there's a temporary sad situation or temporary frustration or temporary generally not knowing what's going on. But it's going to pick back up and you're going to be as lucky, if not more, as you were in the beginning and how you felt. Yes, you were lucky. Yes, you were amongst the few lucky ones. You are. And that's an energy that you get to keep. It's part of you, it's part of your energy, it's part of your path. And you are going to continue to have this. And so now it's showing up in its physical form. You're going to start seeing this month, the month that you're watching this in, things forming, things happening, things changing, things finally transforming. In any case, the right word is things reviving for you. When it comes to that wish, when it comes to that hope, what you really wanted. So let's explore. See, with mentorship, I just want to say before we explore, with mentorship and the star card, this is guidance that you were meant to receive. Do you see? There's guidance here. This is guidance that you were meant to receive before things started moving, because you want to continue to learn to vibrate in that energy when things starts forming, not get attached to it, and learn to enjoy it without any attachment, because attachment to that will later on, again, as always, make things difficult for you. And so experiencing this now and learning to release it is way better than you experiencing it once you have it. It's going to be way more powerful, way more painful maybe, and way more difficult, maybe even more stressful, a type of stress that you won't be able to handle later. And I feel like your guides wanted you to be ready for this before you receive it. It's such a powerful energy. Very few people are very lucky to have something like that. And you are guided, and that's very strong here, to take on that learning with you and to learn to enjoy this huge energy without any sort of attachment. Like, let that energy flow. If it wants to be so near, let it be. If it retreats, if it moves around and comes back, just let it flow. That way you always get to keep it in the healthy way, like with no attachment, no fear, no sadness in terms of your emotions, and thus your clinging thoughts about it. It's okay to want it and feel passionate about it, but your guides were trying to help you release the need for it. However, that's exactly what I see here, and you can see with the snake that things are coming now in full circle. It's finally going to start to work. It's finally going to start happening. You're starting from the very top, and when I say from the very top, it's the best. Like, you know you're lucky, you know you've got great advantages, you know you're attracting this to you, and it's working out for you as you first envisioned it when you've begun this. Okay, so yeah, we know that things are moving now. So let's see what is moving. What can you expect? What's going to happen with regards to this wish that you have? Let's see. So you've got the strength card. Again, do you see? Running. Things are moving. Things are running. You're gaining health back, because you can see here in the strength card, there's an older lady and she's getting her health back. And it has nothing to do with age and nothing, and just you can see to do with time. Doesn't matter how much time has gone by, how much time was wasted maybe in your point of view about the specific situation. Your cards are saying really doesn't matter. You're going to pick up where you first started, and it's going to go boom, 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 boom. It's going to start working for you, and powerfully this time, because the energy is very powerful. You've got the Knight of Cups. I can see you here. One day you've envisioned something, you really want something, you put your heart in it, you've manifested this for yourself, and the energy is starting to, you see the wish fulfillment, the blowing of the wish. Things are now moving, and you see the colors of the leaves. If you're watching this now, we're in the fall, and so you can expect things to start moving in the fall. And now, if you're watching this later, you can expect things to start changing during a change of season between two seasons. Okay, you've got the Two of Cups. If this is a relationship reading for you, I would say you're now going to reconnect. If this is a relationship, if you and someone else are attracted to each other, maybe things didn't work out and now things are reconnecting with the Two of Cups, this could mean that things are going to happen between the two of you. But that's just an extra detail that I see in case this is what your reading is about for you. You've got the High Priestess connection again, but for everyone else listening, this is connecting to that energy that is moving that's moving around you, the energy that's moving around you, you're not going to touch it, and you're not going to believe it, that you're actually experiencing this. It's like going to be an outer worldly experience of you going, oh my God, I have envisioned this for so long. I can't believe that I'm touching this. I can't believe this is happening. With the High Priestess, powerful energy there. You've got the World card, completion. It's going to happen. Finally, end of the chapter of you waiting, wondering if it's going to happen for you. That's the end of a chapter. It's finally coming full circle with the World card, and you feel like now it's a new beginning for a new journey. As you start now, a new journey of you exploring, enjoying, finding out how that wish is going to, the experience of this wish working out for you. Like a new chapter of you being in that dream. I told you, World card, then Fool card. Exactly. So the end of one chapter and the beginning of the new adventure with you experiencing that wish. That's very clear here. And you can see, you touch that energy, it materialized. You know, the High Priestess is the veil between the ether and the earthly realm. It's like in the tree of life, from the 9th Sephiroth to the 10th Sephiroth, the Malkuth, the earthly kingdom. And you can really see something moving energetically since June, now going into the 10th Sephiroth, the earth, the Malkuth, and then you feeling it, materializing. You finally touch that energy that's been working for you. I've also noticed a detail here. There's something about you doing some hard work here. Because you see in the Strength card, this figure is running, taking good care of her health. So there's something about, we know here that you have done something right and released that energy. Let me now reflect back again on what you've done. What have you done? Yeah, I feel like you have running. I feel like you've pursued other things, kind of shifted your energy towards other things by making other things. Okay, so some of you started making other things in your life powerful and just letting it be. When it's supposed to work, it's supposed to work. Some of you perhaps stopped being so stubborn about this specific direction and started running in different directions to see other ways it could be done. So these are the two specific different energies that I see the collective in pile number 1 has done. But you've done yourself a great job, and that allowed you to focus your energy. It's kind of like a trick, almost, of you being able to put your energy. Oh, I just got hit with another idea. I said 2 energies. I got a third idea. So pursuing, going in other directions. Some of you have actually released it. Some of you have decided to enjoy your life. But then there's the running. Maybe take care of yourself. Some of you have taken a bit of a break. And you're like, fine, it's not working right now. Let's take a little bit of a break. Let me take good care of myself and enjoy life a little bit. Something like that. It allowed you to release that energy. And even when it comes back, you've learned how to take care of yourself. You've learned how to, that there are other options. You've learned not to be so attached to that energy. Yeah, that's what I'm seeing here as the different ways the collective in pile number 1 has released that attachment. And And it's weird, you might think. It's like counterproductive. When you look at eccentricity, the fish is flying, this figure has many things. It's kind of like, what? I didn't think it was going to work like that. Releasing it and it works. I thought we were supposed to put work in. And you're right. You're supposed to put the right work in. Absolutely. But the release of that allowed the passion to still be there without the need. And that's why it may look counterproductive to you, but it was perfect for the equation of whatever it is you're trying to manifest energetically. You know how sometimes when a good manager, of course, sees someone overworked and they tell them, please go home, take 2 days off, you need some good rest, you need some good sleep. I know, you're probably thinking, what manager does that? Well, a smart manager, I guess. A smart manager makes someone go home for 2 days, sleep, come back rejuvenated. This way, they're able to carry through that long period that's coming with so much to do. That's a smart manager, because it might look counterproductive in the moment, but this manager is looking at things properly. They're like, I need this person to be well rested, emotionally happy, have spent their times with their family, feel really good because we've got like a month of hard work that we all need to be focused in. So it's not, people can't work with half energy. It's the same. I feel like the universe gave you a break, but yours was more of a break to learn what's important. And as you shifted your energy away a little bit from that, it gave you a great understanding of how important it is to take care of yourself, or to see other ways of doing things, or whatever it is that you've learned during that time. So that when this starts materializing and it actually begins officially, you're not so attached to it anymore. You release that attachment, which is the most important thing about your big wish here that's manifesting this month for you. Between seasons. And my dear pile number 1, this is exactly what I see in your reading as something very special that is unfolding for you next in your life. I truly hope you've enjoyed your reading. If you have, please give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel so that you never miss a reading that I upload. And please do consider joining the memberships if you can and wish to do so. It's a great way to support me to be able to do what I do, which I love and enjoy with every bit of my heart. Thank you guys for giving me this opportunity, whether it's through the membership or through you connecting with me and watching the readings. Thank you so much. Sending you guys so much love, and I'll catch you in the next reading. Bye. Hi, pile number 2. Ooh, looks like we've got a card. How are you guys doing? Today we're taking a look at something very special that is unfolding for you next. These are the decks that I will be using. If you're interested in any of them, you want to know their names, you'll find that I always list them down in the description box for you. So very quickly, let me introduce your pile to you. Your crystal is the beautiful Tiger's Eye. Your significator card is the Sacrifice card. And of course, if you've picked your pile using your zodiac signs, in that case, the signs for this pile, are Gemini, Aries, Capricorn, and Cancer. Welcome to your reading. If these are not your zodiac signs, as I always remind you, please don't worry about it. It's just another way for others to pick their piles. I would say follow your intuition, and if after the reading you feel called to watching the pile with your zodiac sign, you can always do that. Oh, thanks. Okay, so your cards are now ready. Let's take a look at your oracle cards and find out what this special thing that is unfolding is. So, you've got Baldura again. This is the same card that popped up in pile number 1. And so I would say if you're drawn to pile number 1, I highly recommend it. And you know, Baldura was kind of sacrificed, actually, by his brother Loki. So very interesting that these two are in conjunction to each other. You've got the tailor, attention to detail, and pride. You've got the medicine wheel with cycle. Very interesting. Like something is, you know, your reading is very close to actually pile number 1, a full cycle of something. Right. Yeah, I would say if you were drawn to pile number 1, you want more details, you'll definitely find it there. You've got Saturn in Libra with devotion. And you've got Mercury in Virgo with caution. Okay, let's take a look at your tarot cards. So, this one's coming out. Let's take it. You've got the Page of Pentacles. Isn't this the first card that came out? Doesn't really matter, but the Three of Swords, does it? Anyways, Three of Swords, Page of Pentacles. It's the way it's meant to be. That's as far as I remember here. You've got the Seven of Swords. This is the before tarot. You can see the Seven of Swords character in the act of stealing the swords. Very interesting. In the act of stealing the swords, the pain didn't happen yet. Some new beginning would happen as a consequence. And I feel like some fate is in your hands at the moment. You see, this reminds me of the thread, the scissors of the 3 fates, the Greek fates. And so it reminds me right away with fate. And so this reading is very interesting because before we talk about the special thing, I can see that things are up to you, like they're in your hands now. Depending on what action you're going to take, it could either lead to one special direction or the other special direction, or whether you achieve this special thing or not. I think we need more cards so that we fully understand your picture, but it's definitely very special energy here because you've got Baldure, you've got the rabbit. We'll talk about all of this in a moment, but let's take a look. You've got the Ace of Swords. Yeah, the heavens holding the sword. You see, decision, something fated is repeated. I'm just gasping because doesn't this look like a mistletoe? And Baldure, it was the mistletoe that killed him through the trick of his brother Loki. But then Freya, his mother, made a good connection with the mistletoe later on after Baldura came back to life. She was really happy that she made a good connection with she forgave the mistletoe, so much so that now because of this story we kiss under the mistletoe. So very interesting connection. I'm sure it's like something that hurt you in the first place might be the very thing that brings you your good fate, your good luck, something like that. Let's find out, because it's coming in full circle here. So you've got the Six of Swords about to make the move, the Nine of Cups about to celebrate and feel fulfilled and enjoy their lives, and the Four of Pentacles about to receive what they wanted to amass. Very interesting. So let's pause here and get more understanding of and context here of what very special thing is happening, because talk about special, I see you preparing for a feast. I feel you preparing and being so happy about receiving something very special to you. So yeah, it looks like something went chaotic here. And with Virgo, you're organizing it. Oh, that's why this is here. Okay. I feel like, okay, I think I'm getting it. I feel like something that's very important to you was about to get sacrificed. You were about to lose it. It was about to end with the scissors. And it's because a lot of chaos was starting to happen. You know how it's like when you leave things unattended, they get to be stolen, right? So I feel like something very important to you. Yeah, that's exactly what I feel. I feel like something very important to you, very dear to you, was about to wreak havoc. You were about to lose it. Absolutely. You're about to lose it. And you've organized yourself with Virgo in the nick of time before it was going to turn a new page. That was going to be brutal. That was going to be something that would hurt you. Instead, you've organized yourself so well with Virgo. You know, Virgo has to do with your everyday routines. It has to do with hard work. It has to do with details. So you've done your due diligence there. You've managed it well. You've organized it well. You're like, hey, this is too unattended. This is too unorganized. And you've really took good care of it. And you've, at the moment, completed a whole cycle of taking good care of it. So let me give you a few examples. And please don't take examples as what you're going through. This is just a way, as examples are, to make you understand the concept. In my case, help you understand the energy that I'm seeing in the cards. So what is that, for example? That could be, since Baldure is known to be very attractive, very strong, for some of you, this could be your health and how you look. So perhaps there was a period of your time, and for everyone, health and how we look is very important to all of us. So that was something that was very important to you. Maybe there was a time, a little bit of a time, or maybe a lot of time that you could have taken it for granted. Maybe you were like very well built with Baldura. You're very attractive. Maybe you took it for granted a little bit because you look so good. Take it in any energy in your life. And, you weren't doing what you maybe weren't exercising. Maybe you weren't picking healthier options. You could have taken it for granted for a while, and it was, just about to wreak havoc. Like things were on the verge of like getting bad. And I feel here you've noticed something. You're like, you've taken a different decision. You've taken a different path. You've decided to jump on a different boat. You've decided to slowly move to the other side. And so here with Virgo, you have, and you see medicine wheel. So you've healed this chaotic situation, whatever it was. If we follow the sixth house is health as well. So if you follow the example of health, in that case, this is saying you started doing what is necessary, cutting out the things that were harming you, eating, healthier meals, preparing maybe your own meals. You started walking or maybe even exercising. You started making some grand decisions and you started following them in the nick of time. And I see that you've gone a full cycle. What does a full cycle mean? I don't know what it is for the body if we follow the example. 3 months? 6 months? Like you've gone through a whole cleansing cycle. Like you've been determined to continue doing what is right, and a whole cycle has passed. Cycle could be year, cycle could be a quarter, 3 months, depending of course on what this is. But you were very consistent with Virgo. You're like, I'm gonna do what is necessary, and I'm going to continue to do what is necessary. And you've gone through a whole cycle, and instead of being sacrificed and changing your fate with your own hands, you decided to reverse this situation. And thus, what we can see here, that you were slowly moving towards safety, to safer shores. And so right now is a time where you will start celebrating, because now is a time, if we continue on the example of health or whatever that is, it could be your studies, it could be your work, it could be anything. Now you're celebrating. Now you're like, you're going to start seeing great results. Maybe with your looks as well, you're gonna look in the mirror and go, my skin is glowing again, or my hair is growing again, or I'm losing weight. It could be another thing, or I'm losing weight, or I'm this or that. I feel healthier. I feel my energy back. I feel like me again. You're really going to feel fulfilled now. And with the Four of Pentacles, you're going to now amass all of the results you've envisioned for yourself when you first decided you were going to reverse this situation. And it's going to feel so good. I'm feeling like, just as with the mistletoe, let's go back to the details I've noticed here. Now I've got more surprises for you. Now, not only are you amassing the results that you've wanted as you've gone through full circle, you're like, now you get what you deserve, you get it back, everything's good, everything's in place, everything is stable with the Four of Pentacles, right? Everything's good. Not only that, now is a new beginning as well with the Ace of Swords. A specific type of change in fate, even to the positive. Remember when I told you, I have a feeling like you were gonna move one path, but you're choosing somehow. I feel like you've tilted towards a new path with that effort, because maybe you were in the middle. Now you were tilting towards the left. Let's call the left is the unpreferable path. Now, not only are you getting back to center with the Four of Pentacles, stable, but I see with the mistletoe, and it's even tilting here, how funny. And I feel now you're tilting to a more favorable path, not just the middle, because that is the mistletoe. And now we all kiss under the mistletoe. Makes me think that you have treated this energy so well. There is maybe better habits now. You've treated this energy so well, even more than before. And there's, I don't know how to say it, like more harmony. There's good energy here. There is more collaboration. How can I say this in a way that's not symbolic? You've tilted. How about that? You've tilted now towards that new energy. Like, for example, let's take another quick example to tell you what I mean here. Let's stop with the health example. Let's say you're studying, right? You've studied hard. You were about to maybe fail the exam, and you've worked so hard. You studied so hard to pick things up. And so let's say today's the day, or these days are the days in which you will realize, I'm back on track. I'm good. I'm not going to fail. I've submitted all of the research and homework I was supposed to do. I'm good now. Now, you've now tilted as well. You're not just stable now. You've tilted. There's more tilting in that energy, where now you're like, I understand more about this. I'm able to do my homeworks moving forward better than before. So it's not like you're back without trouble. Now you've got a lot of advantages, new habits as well, I would say. I feel like you, if you're a student, you understand your homeworks better, so you're going to continue to be consistent. You've made connections, better relationships with your professors, with your colleagues. You're able to understand, even if you're just sitting in class, you're able to follow up and understand because you get what's going on. So you're tilting. That's what I mean by you've already tilted to the other side. And that is on its own not just bringing you back, it's shifting your fate. In whatever you were about to lose, whatever it was, you've tilted to the other side. Let's now watch the extra part of this very special energy, because it's not just about getting it back. It's about a serious shift to the right, to the positive. Let's now explore the positive, right? Let's explore the positive. What is that positive for pile number 2, please? And which is the special energy that is unfolding. Wow, right off the bat you get the Queen of Pentacles. As we ask this, you're gonna start receiving, for some of you it's like receiving materialistic things that you would love. So materialistic things could be wealth, could be materializing your dreams. It could be, if we're talking here about Baldura, great health, great looks, whatever it is that you were doing. Now is the time with the Queen of Pentacles that you're gonna live in the realm of your dreams, the Queen of Pentacles, because you worked hard to get there. You're gonna start enjoying your life in that energy, in that area, my apologies. And you're going to get, I feel, more things than you've even expected. Let's explore that more. So this could be, again, the Pentacles. It could be money, it could be the body, it could be results, it could be manifestation of what you've envisioned. You've got the 10 of Cups, a very interesting card. Rain before the sunshine, because that's the before tarot. They're now, in a moment, going to stand as a happy family and enjoy the bright sun. Again, the King of Cups is about to receive their cup. You're in that state of about to receive. Do you notice? About to be living happy times, specifically with the 10 of Cups. About to feel happy. 9 of Cups, 10 of Cups, you're about to feel very happy. Right now, it's starting right now. And there's going to be great pride to... there's going to be great pride to how you live, to the results that you're achieving. Great pride, great fulfillment, sense of fulfillment, especially because of your attention to detail and how you're making this happen. Let's get more details on that. Okay. Oh my God, you keep getting cards of how you're gonna have a wish fulfillment. I want to say, with these cards, 10 of Cups, do you know the 10 of Cups is feeling elated? This is a strong set of cards here, the four cards here. You're really going to feel like you had a dream on top of mind. Is this a pelican? No, the beak's not, that's not a pelican. My apologies. You're going to see, I'm going to tell you. When the energy tilted to the other side, it's allowing you to access an energy that you have wanted, you've wished for. You're going to receive a huge gift from the heavens. And I'm really curious. I'm really curious to find it out for you guys. I really hope I see it in your cards. The Chariot. Some of you wanted to move somewhere or go somewhere. Okay, that's one thing. Hermit. Some of you wanted some answers, and that was important. Some answers for some things. Some of you wanted to see some things that you weren't maybe allowed to see before, you didn't have access to see before. You've got the Three of Wands. There's something about movement here. Three of Wands and the Chariot. Some of you wanted to have the opportunity to go somewhere, to experience something. Some of you always wanted to experience something, and now you're gonna ride. Now you're going to have that opportunity, because with the Hermit, you could have always been cut out from that energy. So I'm starting to grasp. So for example, some of you always wanted to know what it's like to live in another country. Some of you always wanted to know what it's like to maybe be thin or look a certain way. Some of you always wanted to know what it feels like to get have abundance and have huge wealth. Some of you always wanted to know what it feels like to be in a devoted, beautiful, loving relationship. There is a specific type of energy that you have not experienced before, and now is the time where you get to experience that energy. And that's what I'm getting. Which side? Okay, that's what I'm getting with the 4 cards: the Star, the Chariot, the Hermit, and the 3 of Wands. This is major. You've got 3 major arcana here. Yeah, living your dream world. You get the opportunity for the first time to access a specific type of energy that you've never experienced before. And so the next part of this reading here is me being devoted to find the different examples of what that could be for the collective. Thanks. So we've got 3 cards here. We've got 3 cards here. And one with these 2 become 3 cards. Let's see what these different energies are. So, what are the major thing? That's why it's very special for you. That, for pile number 2, they've never yet experienced before. So, 9 of Swords. Wow. Ace of Pentacles. And the Justice card with Balance. I'm really feeling here that it's health for some of you. Maybe you were always healthy. You've had great health. And 9 of Swords with all of the blood here. Maybe some of you felt that you had to go through some type of illness that made you feel so sad, so stressed, maybe even bedbound for some of you. Tired. And I feel like something's working with the back and forth here in the Ace of Pentacles, you know? Giving, receiving, and then giving back and receiving and giving back and receiving. Almost makes me feel like something's starting to move, maybe blood flow. And so you can see here with the Justice, things are now coming into balance for you. You're reaping what you've sown with the Justice card, just as you put a lot of effort to heal your body, you're going to definitely see results. This is the time where you see results. And I would say with the Justice card, things coming into balance, this is like absolute healing, and we do not see that. You're getting things back, but there is also a new beginning, which we see with the Ace of Swords here. The tilting would be, we now want to move to the energy that you haven't ever experienced before. The tilting would be the gift that you're now able to receive. Something official is going to happen as a result of your health picking up like that, with like becoming fresh, even with the Ace of Pentacles. Like it's a new start for you, a new start to your health. It's as if you clicked on the reset button. And there's the Baldura energy. You started off as very lucky, and you're going back to that great luck of that reset button. And so, oh, balance. Oh, I get it. You know how when they say, like having two things at the same time, you know how they say, so for some of you, it's just like maybe you're getting an opportunity because you took care of your health now, and it's great. Now you're getting an opportunity of something that you've always wanted to do because of your health. But really what I'm seeing for a lot of you, it's, you know how when they say, people when they're young, they've got their looks, and then they work and they save, and they grow up and they are able to achieve something financially for themselves, but then they feel like they've lost their youth. So here it looks like for some of you, you will be able to have two awesome things at the same time. Here is the health and something awesome with it. That's another energy that I could pick up here. So it's either that, what I just said, or an opportunity coming now, because someone has seen you transformed, or maybe you picked up your health, and that's leading to a new opportunity. It's really what I'm seeing here with the Ace of Pentacles. What is this new opportunity for pile number 1? For some of you, it's having the ability now to have two things at the same time. The King of Pentacles. And look at the Ace of Pentacles there. It is the beginning for you to have so much more. Because we did say throughout your reading that now it's tilted. And so now you've got a lot of advantages to experience things that you didn't experience when you were in the middle. And so now you've got something in your hands that will allow you to have more of something. And that's why you have the balance of two. So this is exactly what I'm seeing. As you've healed yourself, you now have resources in your hands. That's knowledge. That is connections with new people. That is knowing how to do things right. Exercise and so on. So you've got new tools in your hand. One of these tools will allow you to expand in another area of your life and enjoy that energy. And so here the balance talks about how you're getting your health back and getting something that you care about, that you've encountered as you were trying to heal, grow for you, giving you major results that you really want. In any case, this is about to happen for you, that sort of expansion, and it's going to happen over day and night for you. That devotion will be paying off, not just in you getting your health back, but in you getting, like, manifesting something huge with the King of Pentacles. Something materialistic in nature. Body, like we kept saying. Something materialistic in nature. You got the King of Pentacles and Queen of Pentacles. Okay, so that is the health. Another energy of accessing something you've never accessed before is health and growth leading to something else for some of you. What's the other energy? Wow, the Empress, and you can see her children playing on her lap. So you've got the Empress. You've got the Page of Cups. Right? And you've got the Devil cards. What are you gaining access to that is major, that you've never had access to before? Empress is beauty or abundance, right? Beauty, abundance, also motherhood. So these are three things on the table here, whichever one resonates with you. Beauty, abundance, motherhood, or parenthood. Whatever one of these three, you have a new page after a great time after a time of being stuck, suffering through it, not being able to have them or gain access to them. So it's because of that energy on the top, you've saved something, and that is opening up a new page for you, a new opportunity to get one of these three that is important to you, or maybe all, one of these three that you felt you didn't have access to. I keep saying it's exactly what I'm seeing here. You didn't have access to it before, and now you're gonna have a new page of easily having access to that. It's gonna be yours forever. It's gonna be part of you. It's gonna be claimed as yours forever. Okay, the last energy we see of experiencing something you haven't experienced before in that way is the Five of Swords, the Fool card, and the Queen of Cups. Honor. Oh, that's interesting. That makes me think of the whole reading here. If that's the case, what did you take care of? Maybe some of you were sacrificed as people because, Loki here tried to sacrifice Baldura. So perhaps some of you lived in a chaotic life a little bit. Maybe you went to a toxic place and people were they were bullying you, they weren't treating you right, and maybe you let it go for a while, and then you put your foot down and you're like, that will never happen to me again. And you've taken your rights back. You started a new page. Now everyone knows not to mess with you. Everyone knows it's not a joke. Everyone knows that you never die. Yes, metaphorically speaking, like you always get back up and you're ready to hit back. So they've learned about you here, and you've decided to change your fate in that place. That's another energy that I'm seeing. Interesting. I didn't think about this one. And there's a new page here. Not only is this a new page where things are in balance, but with the Queen of Cups, you are being honored and loved and even marveled at. Perhaps this is the first time where you'll be in an environment honored, loved, admired, and respected in that way. The star, yes, you're shining bright now in this place. You're seen as like the most amazing person in this place. And things are working out for you. You were in the dark, now you're shining bright, right? The Hermit, the star. Maybe you were always on your own. Now you're the most popular person there. Things are now launching for you. That's another thing that I'm seeing, like you were attacked very easily before in that place, and you put your foot down. And it's like, okay, not that everyone's going to back down again, which is definitely happening. But as I said, you're going to be... So that star is like literally being a star. Shining bright. Having a great name, a great reputation. Being loved, being admired. Being seen with the Fool card as a good person with good intentions. And that is... with the Fool card, giving you many opportunities to be adventurous somehow. It's allowing you to experience different things, different fun things that your inner child will love, that you will emotionally feel fulfilled in. You're going to be so excited about, and I see you playful with the Fool card. You're going to be so playful, you're going to enjoy your life, and you're going to... feel like you're open to life. That's the Fool, right? Being open to experience things in life. Maybe you were always alone. Here, you're like, oh, I'm so excited to get to know people, to do these fun things in life. I feel great. And that is one of the energies, the major energies at least in that way. You haven't experienced this energy, if you resonate with this part, in that way before. And my dear pile number 2, this is exactly what I see in your reading. I truly hope you've enjoyed it. This is the very special thing that is unfolding next for you. It depends how this energy resonates to your life. But do note that not only is it going to be stable, what you were about to lose, but it's tilting. Think of money. It's pentacles. Think of money. Think of health. Just like I said, health and how you look, which did pop up here, but you've also got motherhood. You've got abundance. Yeah, exactly. And the energy that I didn't notice was living in the realm that you love, given an opportunity at life itself, enjoying life itself. And my dear pile number 2, this is exactly what I see in your reading. I truly hope you've enjoyed it. If you have, please give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel so that you never miss a reading that I upload. And please do consider joining the memberships. It's a great way to support me if you love what I do. And thank you so much for those who support me. And thank you all for your kindness and for tuning in. Sending you so much love. And I'll catch you in the next reading. Bye. Hi, pile number 3. Welcome to your reading. Today we're taking a look at something special that is unfolding next in your life. To do this reading, these are the cards that I'll be using. If you're interested to know their names, you'll find that I always list them down in the description box for you guys. Okay, so very quickly, let me introduce your pile to you. Your crystal is the beautiful Carnelian. Your significator card is the anger card. Thanks. And if you've picked your pile using your zodiac signs, then in that case, the signs for this pile are Aquarius, Leo, Virgo, and Taurus. I really feel these 4 cards, so let's take them. Welcome to your reading, guys. If these are not your zodiac signs, as I always remind you, please don't worry about it. It's just another way for others to pick their piles as well. Always follow your intuition. And if after the reading you're like, hey, why don't I check out the pile with my zodiac sign as well? You can always do that, but follow your intuition first if this is your preferred method. Okay, so you've got Mercury in Aquarius with originality, right? Do you kind of feel like anger pushed you to think maybe of something different? It could be just an initial idea. Let's take a look at the rest of what this very special thing is that is unfolding next for you. Sacred medicine with calling. Ooh, okay. That's interesting. You've got Mars in Capricorn with authority. I'm trying to fit another card here. So let's see if we can do that. You've got the Sun in Pisces with vision. And then you've got Mercury in Scorpio with extremism. Very interesting. We'll find out in a moment. Let's take a look at the rest of your cards. You've got the Manazarun with the keyword potential. And you've got the Brawler with lack of empathy as well as confrontation. All right, so let's take a look at your tarot cards. Lex is the law. Talionis. Let's see what this means in Latin. Yeah, hold on. It's the law of retaliation. And here, the retaliation, you know, the punishment is in the same degree and in the same way that whatever happened or whoever committed that has done. So they get it back in the same degree and in the same way. And it's something about your pile with anger, extremism, the brawler, you know? There is so much anger and taking back your rights from something that angered you, and you were treated in an extreme way here. So I'm really, really curious to see what this is all about. So sacred medicine, there's a lot of healing, especially to your heart. Perhaps you were really treated unfairly by someone, and something's gonna happen here that's very special. Like you get your rights back, or maybe whoever has done something extreme to you is going to have it done in the same way to them. Looks like it. Let's see. There's a surprise with the Four of Cups. You're not expecting this. I feel like with the Four of Cups, you know, you just got used to things maybe being unfair. You got used to whoever has done this. You know, they moved on. But there's a calling. Maybe there's a call. You're not going to expect what's going to happen here. That's a huge surprise. You know, especially the Manazarun has to do with interdependence. Reminds me of communication. Let's wait and see. So, Four of Cups. Whoa, huge events are happening here. The Tower card. The Ten of Swords. You know, the Tower cards, two people jump off. One by choice because they don't like what's happening, so they jump by choice. The other person doesn't want to and has to be pushed out. So maybe a specific situation is going to happen, a huge surprise, where you will go, yeah, well, you know, since that's happening, yeah, that's the action I want to take. And maybe the other person who has been extreme to you will not like this decision, but it's going to seem super legit for you. I mean, the tower is falling. And so it's going to seem super legit for you to take that decision or something. Let's see. You've got the 10, from the 10 of Swords to the 10 of Cups. Oh my God. There's a huge surprise here for you, pile number 3. Like, you see the anger, the extremism, the brawler, something brutal here happened. Maybe from an authoritative figure. Someone who misused their power to the extreme with you. And it looks like it's the return of that. Something outside of their regular control happens with the tower. Like lightning. Something unexpected out of this person's control. If this is a person who think they've got control, they've got it all, they can do whatever they want, they forgot that there's external forces. Even if it's nature, I don't know, the economy, nature, not sure. But it's going to be a huge benefit for you and a huge flop somehow or hit for them. You can see one person falling and they don't want to, the other person jumping. So one person that's going to be very fortunate, it seems that's your reading. And to the other person, it's going to be very painful. It's going to be a hard hit, if not the ending somehow for this person. You will not believe this. So let's continue to see your cards. You've got the Fool card. See, someone is happy to jump. The other person is not happy at all. Doesn't want this jump. How interesting. See, here with the brawler, somebody's ready for that fight. This time, the other person doesn't want that. It is someone who somehow there is an interdependence with you and them, with the Manasrun. Like this could be a manager, this could be a parent, this could be sibling, this could be a partner. Very sorry about that, guys. This could be someone misusing their power somehow. Could even be a legal person using their authority in the wrong way. So what does this say then, originality? Like something that's going to happen even beyond your wildest imagination, in my opinion, with Mercury and Aquarius. Like totally out of the box, totally unexpected. You wouldn't have thought about it in a million years kind of event. This event is important because it's going to be very healing for you. See the sun, and also with vision, it's healing. And so seeing this happen is part of your healing journey. Sometimes, as we all look for our rights back, as I read one in a medical journal, like this article written by a psychologist who was discussing that sometimes the first thing we want is our rights back. And it's not to our best benefit that we get our rights back, because while it may, as this doctor was explaining, that while it feels so good in the moment, it's not a closure to the trauma that we've experienced. And so we're meant to go through this process of healing, crying it out, growing out of it. And we're not expected to, like, right away or at any time near time to forgive the people who have wronged us or anything like that. We're just meant to focus on ourselves and our healing. And at some point, we're going to heal so much, as this doctor was explaining, that with that type of healing, we would automatically and normally heal from that situation. So much so that when we see this person or when we're in that situation, we feel nothing. So that's what I read. But here, I'm surprised to see that, because perhaps I don't know what the situation is exactly. Maybe it's different if it's a parent. I don't know, because I'm not a psychologist, right? I'm just like a tarot reader. But somehow it seems like it's going to be very healing for you to see that happen, to see like the exact thing that happened to you happen to that person. Maybe to your mind, it's going to be very beneficial to know, like, break a limiting belief in your mind, perhaps, because with the Tower, like, break a foundation, or maybe a wrong foundation of you always thinking that people of that type, people of that character, people of that position have control over you. So maybe it's healing here in that you get to break that limiting belief right in front of your eyes, where you're like, oh, I really thought that these types of people were unbreakable, only to see that they're not gods like you thought they were, or like they weren't ever affected like you thought. And so somehow all I'm trying to say is that it's definitely part of your healing journey to see that what exact thing that happened to you happened to that person. And if you're saying, oh, I really don't care anymore, congratulations, you've healed from this, you've done it right. But still, it's still important, it seems, for you to see this, because it's going to break a specific limiting belief. Yeah. We're one. Oh, did we forget? 10 of Cups. It's going to be so good for one with the 10 of Cups, but really brutal for the other. So let's explore how that is going to be like. how is that great for you, other than, of course, the important part with the limiting belief? And what's going on with the other person? What's the situation here? That's really what I'm most curious about, which I'm sure you're also wondering about. Oh, we've got cards here. Thanks. Let's explore that. First off, let's expand on the Tower card before we find out more. Like, what is this universal law? How is it going to be applied? What is this Tower moment, and how can it be beneficial for you? I'm seeing this split into 2 and 2. So maybe this is the situation. This is how you're affected. This is how they're affected. Let's find out. So the situation. Loss with the 5 of Cups, Page of Swords, and the Knight of Cups. My goodness. What? A new discovery with the Page of Swords. A new discovery. It's somebody like giving you rights back. So I think what dropped here is truth. A truth bomb. Ooh. And perhaps this person is broken because they thrive on control. They thrive on authority. I feel like the truth coming out is good for you and bad for them. Of course it's the truth. Some truth coming out. Absolutely. As the truth is coming out, this person's like, no, don't say the truth. Don't be foolish. And you're like, oh no, I'm going to say the truth. Thank you for asking me. You're happy to talk about this. The other person does not. That's why. The other person does not want you to talk about this. And do you see, they look on the outside like they're your faithful friend. That's how it looks like. And maybe they made you to be the fool, or maybe even like to be literal. Maybe they even were trying to make you look like a clown. But that's not the case. And so that's why they're like, they want to keep you in place. They want to keep you looking like that, so that they look like that. That's not the reality. And that's why they're like, don't. And the truth comes out. It gives healing and love, admiration. The Knight of Cups is admiration. It gives so much admiration to you and love to you. And it makes this person lose so much. They have a cup though here. One cup. One cup to their favor, but they don't have access to it. Another cup that they have access to. But they're still crying. So it makes this person at least lose most of what they care about. Maybe they care about other things as well, but at least most of what they care about will be spilt, will be broken, will be shattered, will fall. It could be their power, as well as their reputation, as well as their control. Yeah, things like that. And this person is shattered with this truth. Oh, maybe they're also shattered because there was this idea of you seeing, maybe what they've done to you is spoil your reputation, but there seems to be more. There seems to be extreme. All I can tell you is do expect that what they've done to you will happen, it seems, to them. Right. So on one side, we've got expansion here. On one side, their side, as we said, and we've got expansion here on your side. So let's open them at the same time. I notice they've got access to something. Okay. And here, you win with the 5 of Wands. You win over your bully. And you're the chosen one now. Because things that were hiding for a long time are revealed. So Seven of Cups can be seen as the card of choice. And so you're the chosen one now. If this is like a position and this is work, that could mean you're the chosen one, you get that position, right? It depends on the context, really. If this is like just someone making you look bad, then the attention now is on you, you being seen as the good one, right? So it depends on the context. Now, let's see on their side, because their side is very interesting. I remember I told you there's a cup. The cup that's still working for them is that they've got a lot of money or a lot of resources working for them. So let me reflect on that. I need more cards to expand on that. I understand now that they've got something going for them. I need to understand more. Okay, so the other side, please. Clarification on what we're seeing. Temperance. Two of Wands. That's balance for sure. Three of Swords, as well as the Moon card. Okay, so Three of Swords and the Moon card. Oh, I'm starting. Okay. I get it. Okay. Sorry, guys. Balance is things being brought back to balance. I get it. So here looks like, see, we're going from the King of Pentacles to the Seven of Pentacles. They've got something. They're not just losing, their reputation and everything. Here, you're taking a huge lump sum of their money, their resource. For some of you, it's their position, right? For some of you, it's their position. You get it. Maybe their salary or their money, something like that. And while they'll be okay, but the Seven of Pentacles shows that they have to work to regrow that, you see? Because, and the reason I picked it up is like balance reminds me of justice. Like things now have to come back to balance. And you getting that is what's fair. Why? Because this is the card that, these are the cards that have explained it. You see, in the Three of Swords, we've got the relic of someone or something. So you can see from the very beginning that you've carried in your heart huge pain for a long time. And the Moon shows that you could have even gone through the dark night of the soul because of this. It also shows darkness, like you've been in the dark for so long, never thinking, will there ever be something done about this? So it already gives me the feeling of the past, which is the clarification card for this, and seeing how things must come in balance energetically. Things always must find their balance. No one is always up and no one is always down, and things change. And so things are now, this is the time when things are coming to balance with this situation. And it could have come into balance in the next life. It could have come into balance without you seeing it. But the thing is that it's important for you to see this in your lifetime now, because it's healing for you. Maybe you're ready now to see this. And yeah, it looks like this person will lose a huge portion. They will still have a little bit of it with the Seven of Pentacles, but they have to regrow it or something. A huge portion of their wealth. It's a huge part of their position, of their control, of their power, something like that. Where you're the chosen one, you can see the direction here is being given to you. You win here, that bullying round, which obviously went on for a very long time. So as we can see, this is all happening due to some truth coming out. And this is a unique situation. You can see here a unique situation that you're not many, it seems, experiences. A very like truth coming out like that. This is someone who definitely treated you in an extreme way and always made you angry. Always. Now there's a higher power giving that energy back to them, reminding them there's higher energies. And it's kind of like healing to your heart. Can you see your card? I am so sorry. There we go. So, yeah, something that made you sad, angry. This person made you angry many times. And it is your time to heal that, spiritual healing, you see? It is a time to heal your heart. You're ready for that, my dear pile number 3. So yeah, expect a huge deal to happen. But don't be afraid. This huge deal is going to be presented to you so gently, and you're going to feel like you have the space to speak your truth and say the unfair things that happened. But yeah, be ready for a huge shakeup to happen, my dear pile number 3 next. This was your reading. I wish you all the best of luck with this energy, my dear pile number 3. And if you've enjoyed it, please give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel so that you never miss a reading that I upload. And please do consider joining the memberships. It's a great way to support me if you can and wish to do so. And love the readings. Thank you so much, guys, for tuning in, for all your love and support. I'm sending you so much love, and I'll catch you in the next reading. Bye.